All right, should I look at these Deadlock patch notes a bit? Where's the patch notes? A lot of patch notes. Base HP reduced by 10 for all heroes. HP per boon reduced by 3. Good. Guardian scaling resistance from plus 75% to minus 50% over 12 minutes to plus 50 from minus 50. Takes more damage early. Medium neutrals spawn reduced from 6 to 5. Breakable spawn time increased from 2 to 3. Okay. Shrines are now invulnerable until one pair of base guardians are destroyed. Guys, wall breaker Victor's dead. They did it. The Elo potion has been killed. Stam regen is reduced by 25% by 5 seconds after using a wall jump. This does not trigger when out of combat or when mantling soon after. Okay. Bullet velocity stacks additively rather than diminishingly. Medic trooper heal duration increased from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. When receiving multiple of the medic trooper orb, the duration will now be added on top rather than stacking directly. I mean, that's a good change, bro. Because it was like kind of dumb to take a fight when you have like 3 medic troops and you just heal like a 1500 HP in 2 seconds. It was kind of dumb. Fixed parry effects not always matching state, bro. Thank fucking God. Thank God. Base guardian bullet resistance increased. Shrine bullet resistance increased. Tier 2 bullet resistance increased from 25% to 35%. Okay, this is so weird. Mid-boss starts spawned at the beginning of the game. What is that, bro? Like, why? No, I did not see this Vegas clip. 1 minute mid-boss? Does everyone have monster rounds? You clear one wave, get monster rounds, and rush mid-boss? You know what I really like here? Look at the mini-map when the mid-boss screams. You can literally see them in each wave start fucking running over. Look at them, look at them. They're coming, they're coming!
Oh, this is not good. Who's pick? Oh, big! Big!
Get away from me.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Total damage reduction debuffs now stack diminishingly rather than additively. Wait, they stacked additively before? Didn't even know that. Move speed diminish point increased from 11 to 12. Very slightly less aggressive diminishing scaling. Oh, they added a 6.4k investment bonus. Okay, interesting. Fix various item barrier durations not scaling. Walkers will interrupt a rocket barrage during the 1 second windup if stomp becomes an option. Fix the bug where walkers were spinning while lasering. Smooth zipline grabbing to fix some jitter. Added ropes to zipline binding. So if a player rebinds zipline to something else other than space, it will also apply to mounting/dismounting ropes. Fix the following abilities taking you out of zoom temporarily when cast. What the fuck? Like everything in the game? Okay. Fix the following items and abilities not working through veils. Didn't even... Wow. We are experimenting with an alternate set of urn mechanics. Please give us your thoughts on this after you've played with it some. They should have added a carrot face here, I think. Primary rules. To pick up the urn, rather than standing in place to channel, you now light or heavy melee the urn. The urn is now always dropped off on top of the bridge on the middle of the map. Once dropped off, the urn will go into a depositing phase for a set amount of time, depending on which team the urn favors. 3 seconds for favored, 5 for neutral, 10 seconds for unfavored. While in the depositing phase, the enemy team can heavy melee the urn to have their team claim it and cause it to switch sides. This adds 1.25 seconds to that team's timer. If the urn is favored or unfavored, the favored team will get 50% bullet and spirit resist in a 60-meter radius around the urn while it's being carried, dropped, or deposited. Okay. After 35 seconds, aggregate time held per team, the carrier will start taking 5% max HP per second. Previous was 45 seconds and 0.15% max HP. Urn is lethal. Like before, when the urn is fumbled, it will wait 13 seconds if there's a player within 25 meters. Afterwards, with this new version, it can no longer be picked up anymore and will very quickly run back to its spawn position. No longer silences you while carrying, but you're still disarmed and movement silenced. No longer grants 30% bullet and spirit resist. Area around depositing the urn is revealed. Urn runner is also revealed. Souls are all instant after the deposit is complete, and all rewards are the same. Last person to contest gets 3 golden idol buffs, falling back to the original carrier. I mean, just based on reading it, I feel like favored urn is just broken. Like, how can you possibly compete with the team that's favored? Bring urn to mid boss and you have resists? It has to be deposited? No. Read it again. The favored team gets 50% bullet and spirit resist while it's being carried, dropped, or deposited in a 60-meter radius. So if you're really quick, you can bring it to mid boss, and then as soon as you start taking % max HP damage, you can drop it, and you have a mid fight with 50% bullet and spirit resist. Let me see this. Okay. Interesting. Thank God I had my 50% resists. Add a new tier 1 vitality item, Grit. Active grants you 200 barrier for 4 seconds. Innate grants 1 out of combat regen. 6-second cooldown. Upgrades to weapon shielding, spirit shielding, reactive barrier, and guardian ward. Like, this has to just be broken, no? Grit? People said the same about Indomitable. Literally nobody said this about Indomitable, by the way. Literally nobody said this about Indomitable. But you can build Grit into reactive barrier into Indomitable now, which is interesting. So many weapon changes. Tesla bullets. Fleetfoot grants 6% weapon damage. Weakening headshot works versus NPCs. Active reload lifesteal increase. Melee charge cooldown reduced. Boop. Mystic shot buffed again. Do we care about reading every weapon change? I mean, I'm just gonna go through it. I'm gonna like look through it quickly, see if anything catches my eye. Alchemical fire might be broken. Damage per second spirit scaling increased. Tesla bullets might be really good too. Why are they buffing weighted shots, by the way? Like, is this item not just fucking good? They made the dash distance slow slightly better, and then they gave you more debuff resist. It's 2%. Why buff it in the first place, man? Does it need it? Okay, Shadow Weave. We're about to see 6-man Shadow Weave out there on the fucking field, by the way. Careful. Slow is worse? Wait. Dash distance slow. Oh, I'm stupid. You're right. It is worse. Sorry, I'm just a dumb fucking idiot. Just a dumb fucking fat piece of shit. Recharging rush cooldown increase from 24 seconds to 25 seconds.
Sorry, Vol. Extra regen is here to stay.
They did nerf extra regen, though, I think. Sharpshooter now upgrades from high velocity rounds. Guys, is every item in the game gonna upgrade from high velocity rounds at some point? What's going on? Cultist sacrifice buff, huh? Toxic bullets no longer builds up from melee attacks? Bro, I feel like toxic bullets is so bad right now. Did they nerf opening rounds? They nerfed the spirit power. That's it. Crushing fist cooldown reduced. Melee damage increased. Crippling headshot got a buff. Okay. Spiritual overflow builds from lifesteal. Very interesting stuff here. Rebuttal parry cooldown reduced from... Oh, wait. Oh, rebuttal nerf. What the hell? I like rebuttal. Extra regen nerfed slightly, but healing right buffed. Spirit shielding grants 18% spirit resistance on proc, which is kind of crazy. Resto locket nerf. Alert, alert. Resto locket nerf, everybody. Okay, does Battle Vest need this? I swear Battle Vest is already good. Weapon damage increased from 15% to 18%. Bullet lifesteal grants 6% weapon damage. Fury Trance, active duration increased. Gains 6% weapon damage from the component. Fire rate increased. Majestic Leap grants 50% air control for the duration of the barrier. Barrier boon scaling increased. Counterspell nerfed. Juggernaut fire rate reduction increased from minus 36% to minus 40. Jesus Christ. Crazy shit, bro. Infuser increased from 6 to 7. Sorry. Indomitable, bullet resist and spirit resist increased to 10%. Now it's +2 out of combat regen. Barrier scaling increased. Leech updated bonus HP to match the components. Golden goose egg buff. Again. Alrighty. 6-7. I see it again. Rusted barrel bonus health increase. Cold front. Radius reduced, but damage height increased. Wait. Bullet resist shredder. Bullet resist increased from 8% to 9%. Now grants plus 9% weapon damage. That's fucking nasty? Question mark? Spirit snatch bonus damage. Spirit scaling increased. Spirit's power steel increased. Decay buff. Torment pulse melee resist 6-7 for the 3rd time. Rapid recharge in what? Okay, this is insane. Magic carpet innately grants minus 15% gravity and air control by plus 25%. Arctic blast slow targets have their stamina regen frozen for the 4-second. What? Radius increased from 12 to 6 meters. Damage height increased. No longer does a 15% damage amp. Immobilize increased. Interesting. Does Merc Mag need a buff? Why did they buff Merc Mag? Kinda no one bought unless super late game. I mean, it's like core on Wraith though, isn't it? And like Viper. All right, here we go. Abrams Infernal Resilience tier 1 changed from plus 1.5 health regen to plus 200 max health. Infernal Resilience tier 2 changed from 200 max health to plus 18% melee lifesteal. Okay. 6-second unstoppable on his ult. Apollo, improve the hero's hitbox, easier to hit, base regen reduced, Repose no longer automatically dashes and now grants you a sub ability immediately to target the hero you want to jump to for a brief duration. Thank fucking God, bro. Thank fucking God. Repose no longer triggers on damage auras. Repose no longer triggers off objective damage. Flawless advanced hitbox reduced. Thank fucking God. Damage aura doesn't include Abrams 1 or Victor 3. I mean, that has to be a bug, no? Does it surely it doesn't proc off of, like, Torment Pulse, right? Torment Pulse still procs it? Interesting. Bullet damage from Boon reduced. Exploding uppercut tier 2 weapon damage reduced. Well, Gun Bop is dead again. Back to Bomb Bop. Back to Bomb Bop. Billy health per boon increased. Damage per boon reduced. Rising Ram cooldown increased. Tier 2 cooldown increased from plus 0.3 duration to plus 0.4. Okay, Billy's kind of beefy, I guess, now. Gloom Bomb tier 2 changed from plus 75 damage to barriers to minus 5% melee resist for 5 seconds per bomb, and it stacks. Is Calico broken? Usually you want to slash into bomb. That is true. How long does this buff stack, or like how long does it last for though? Oh, 5 seconds. I'm stupid as fuck. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't make fun. I'm so sorry. Improve the hero's hitbox. Good. Stamina cooldown increased. Good. Radiant Daggers tier 2 changed from minus 18 second cooldown and plus 7 damage to minus 22 second cooldown and plus 80 damage. Shining Wonder tier 2 increased from plus 50 to plus 70. So they nerfed her survivability but buffed her damage. I mean, Doorman! Call Bell radius reduced. Tier 3 radius increased. Okay. Call Bell explosion damage spirit scaling reduced. Call Bell and accuracy debuff no longer diminishes from 100% to 0 over 1 second. The rest of the debuff is 4 seconds. Call Bell and accuracy debuff reduced from 100% to minus 40%. Doorway's close sub ability now starts on cooldown for 8 seconds. Doorway is no longer unsilenceable. And fixed recent bug causing luggage cart not being dispelled. Guys, you can no longer get abducted. I mean, you can, but like, you have a way out now. Okay, Drifter might be disgusting, by the way. Ren tier 3 no longer increases scaling by 0.4, but it now deals heavy melee damage at 0.55 scale. Look at this shit. Magic Carpet Celeste.
Feeling a little exposed out here.
Does she need this? Where's Narwhals? Does she need this?
Out here.
Yeah, bro, you give her... Okay, but like... Who the fuck is gonna be building magic carpet on Select? I mean...
Exposed
I don't know,
out
maybe
here.
you will. I don't know, bro. Kinetic Pulse, tier 2 reduced from minus 80% blow resist to minus 15. Kinetic Pulse Spirit Scaling reduced. Quantum Entanglement tier 3 changed from dispelling non-ult debuffs to reducing the duration of non-ult debuffs by 50%. Steph, they killed your character, bro. Graves! Sprint speed increased. Okay, this is kind of insane. Grasping Hand spawns a ghoul in the base ability. Tier 3 still increases it by 1. Updated dash ranges for deadheads to be calculated from the center of graves. Fixed fire rate buffs for deadheads not being applied to their next attack. Fixed deadheads being unable to dash through veils. Fixed deadheads being unable to dash to targets at the end of your attack range. Fixed deadheads damage taken from bullets being unaffected by fall off. Added 0.1 second buffer duration for deadheads losing line of sight before they stop following. Fixed deadheads becoming inactive if Graves dies while they're following her. Jar of Dead spirit scaling reduced, parentheses, they are better at dealing damage now. Increased speed and acceleration of deadheads when they're following Graves. Fixed certain projectiles. Great Talon's Bird colliding with deadheads. Bullet damage and growth reduced by 10%. So they just want her to be, they don't want her to be gun. They want her to be spirit. Okay, Talon changes seem fucking crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. Rain of Arrows cooldown reduced by 8 seconds. Cast delay reduced. The duration is reduced by 3 seconds. Rain of Arrows moving ability in the air improved. Stamina distance changed from being minus 9% to plus 25. Rain of Arrows weapon damage bonus reduced from plus 4 to plus 3. Tier 1 changed from minus 14 second cooldown to plus 3 weapon damage and plus 30% slow. Kind of insane. Magic Carpet Talon. Haze Fixation tier 3 increased. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll buff Haze. Why not? Holiday base bullet damage increased. Health regen increased from 1 to 2. Infernus bullet size increased by 1. From 3 to 4. Concussion stun duration increase at tier 3. Frost grenade damage spirit scaling reduced. When interrupted on ice path, it no longer creates a path below him and instead lets him fall to the ground. Arctic beam DPS spirit scaling reduced. Yes, they nerfed Kelvin. Yes. Yes. Freak. Lash! Lash!
Work got cancelled for me today.
Bullet
due
damage
to a
per
chemical
boon
spill near
reduced
my
from
job barbecue
0.341
this
to
upcame.
0.31. Ground strike damage per meter scaling increased. Grapple tier 2 bonus damage no longer scales with itself, but instead refreshes the duration. Grapple tier 3 now grants plus 1 charge. I mean, didn't I literally say that we're gonna nerf his gun and then add a little bit of spirit scaling to his slam? I swear to God I said this. I'm just so fucking smart, bro. Yoshi was watching the stream. Okay, what is this, by the way? McGinnis. Bullet damage per boon increased by 0.01. Fixed heavy barrage not triggering diviners. Medicinal spectre radius increased. All right. Sure. Like, okay. Mina. Innate minus 8% debuff resist. That's kind of nasty. Fixed rake, sometimes not working with high ping. Love Bites tier 3 increased from minus 4 seconds to minus 5 seconds. Love Bites no longer applies the flat on hit damage to abilities. Was doing 20% of its value on Nox Nostra. What the fuck does this mean? Does anybody know what the hell that means? No. Rake and Love Bites... Wait, Rake and ult don't proc Love Bites? No, that can't be right. No longer applies the flat on-hit damage to abilities. Did 20% on-shit damage of Love Bites on Nox, now it does 0%. Okay, so her ult is significantly nerfed then. Maybe you just don't max ult anymore. Maybe? I don't know. It was so fun getting Mina ulted and chunked for 700 damage. She needed it though. Mirage updated Jin's Mark visuals. Okay, no Mirage nerf. Interesting. Mo and Krill. Getting hit with a melee no longer knocks you up when you're burrowed. Sandblast tier 3 duration increased. Okay, why do they keep doing this, bro? Rallying Charge has half cooldown if it hits no allies or enemies. Why are we hand-holding people being dog shit? What is that? What is that, bro? Like, I guess they want pages to, like, send their ult across the map to, like, be a little bit more active with it, but... Paradox? Time Wall tier 1 duration increased. Time Wall tier 3 increased from +1 charge to +2. Charge delay reduced from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Kinetic Carbine tier 3 increased max damage scaling. Wow. Pocket Cloak tier 2 weapon damage duration reduced. Affliction cooldown increased. Yes, bro. Nerf Pocket. Yes! Okay, Rem might be broken now, by the way. Pillow Toss charge time reduced. Pillow Toss tier 3 damage increased. Tag-along burst applies to secondary allies that you jump to. Tag-along lingering heal duration reduced, so it's faster. Tier 2 barrier and item duration range effectiveness increased. Tag-along tier 3 increases missing health heal and regen per second. Tag-along can be cast through veils. Reduce lockout period after ejecting from tag-along, so you can like do things quicker. Tag-along time to fly to your allies 50% faster. Heal duration is displayed on the HUD as well as the health bar icon. Fixed specific abilities / items that could kill Rem while he's napping. Tag-along now allows friendly auras to affect Rem. No longer affected by debuff resistance and now launches upwards slightly more to prevent hitting the ground. Tag-along eject no longer briefly restricts movement abilities and input. Now provides 30% damage reduction in the base ability. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So 80% tier 3.
Thanks, loves.
This is Rem's world, we are just living in it.
Alrighty. Bullet damage growth reduced from 0.374 to 0.337 for 7. Crit reduction increased. Why? Why? Why are we giving 7 55% crit damage? Hello? What is that? 7 nerfs? That's not a nerf, bro. That's a fucking Omega buff. Crit reduction increased from 35% to 55%. I mean, how much is this bullet damage growth gonna affect him? Yeah, because most of his damage comes from his spirit, right? Slice and Dice tier 2 reduced from -8% spirit resist to -6%. Bloodletting deferred damage cleared reduced from 40% to 35%. Bloodletting tier 3 increased. Killing blow cooldown increased. Wow. 20-second cooldown increase. Full rage damage bonus for killing blow reduced from 14% to 12%. Killing blow tier 2 increased from +8 full rage to +10. And it reduces cooldown by 30. Interesting. Silver! Bullet cycle time reduced from 0.9 to 0.85. Overall DPS adjusted to remain the same. Entangling Bola no longer prevents you from jumping and mantling. Thank God, bro. Entangling Bola tier 2 increased. Or sorry, changed from plus 0.75 second duration to -5 second cooldown. So they swapped the tier 2 and the tier 3, basically. Lycan Curse Fire Rate reduced. Lycan Curse Fire Rate Spirit Scaling increase. Like, what the heck? Lightning Scroll Silver, are we back? Was Metro a visionary? Venator Health increase. Base health N per boon. Pretty big. Hex Trap, eh. Wait, Victor! Bullet damage reduced. Jumpstart tier 3 spirit scaling increased. Aura of Suffering does 50% damage to objectives. Guys, Wallbreaker Victor has been killed. Your walls will not be getting broken. The Elo Ambrosia has been taken away. Puddle Punch tier 1 increases damage by 20. Puddle Punch tier 2 no longer increases damage by 30, but it grants 40% lifesteal. Kid named Rebuttal. Viper Screwjab Dagger tier 2 bullet resist per stack from -5 to -6. Tier 3 increases max stacks by 2. Why are we buffing this character? Bullet damage per Dune reduced. Willpower tier 3 debuff resistance now retroactively applies to existing debuffs when cast. Binding Word tier 2 no longer increases cast range by 12 meters. Okay, Yamato, what are we doing here, bro? Power slash post cast time reduced. Power slash spirit scaling increased. Flying slash range increased from 25 meters to 30. Tier 2 no longer grants plus 20 meter cast range, but you get it back on the tier 3 and increases it to from +1 charge to +2. Fixed Crimson Slash, not being able to hit anything if the player aimed too high or too low. And you get more weapon damage in your Shadow Transformation. Alright, man. What's Yamato scaling on her 1 when it's maxed? Someone in chat said, when her tier 1 is max, it's 2.6 spirit scaling. Holy fuck. Not to mention, Spirit Snatch got buffed, by the way. Mystic Shot got buffed. What else does she build? I guess that's it. Yeah, so basically, buff Lash is what I'm saying. Buff Lash. Bro, the urn changes are really weird. I want to get those tried out at some point. Because it just sounds like urn fight. Has anyone here played a new Deadlock match with the urn fight? It's terrible. I hate it. It's like ARAM. It's a street brawl every time it spawns. Have you guys done mid boss like before 10 minutes yet? Ain't no one doing that? Bro, I just saw a clip of it earlier. Kelvin Dome doesn't stop urn drop off?
Aw, thanks, loves.
Kelvin Dome doesn't freeze earn progress. Super fun.
That sounds awesome, bro. That sounds fucking sick. So if Kelvin gets the drop off, he can just insta dome? Surely that's not intentional, right? Yeah, I already saw the Vegas clip. I already saw it. Now, what I didn't see was this bullshit. What the fuck is this? I mean, no one's building this ever. But, like, what is this, man? Majestic Leap Carpet Stam Mastery? Like, what is that, man? Also, question. Since Viscous 3 counts as heavy melee, can he punch the urn to, like, flip it back to his team? No? Okay. Heavy punch didn't work on mid-boss rejuve? That's a good point. Oh, yeah, they removed some vents, right. Yeah. They removed some freaking vents. Removed 2 jump pads. Yeah, I know. This is the vent that... Yeah. It's the vent on both sides of the Blue Guardian. Like, this one here, and then there's the one over here. They're both gone. That's the most fun one. I mean, it was kind of fucking broken, no? Like, for rotation. It's like the safest rotation to side lane. Okay, let's not defend Walker then. I mean, Lash's bicep taking up 20% of the screen? Jesus Christ, his arm is fucking huge, no? Yeah, no, the grid icon is just kind of like... I mean, it's a tier 1, you know? What did you expect, really? Upgrades to Guardian Ward Reactive, Spirit Shielding, Weapon Shielding. And, bro, Indomitable got buffed. I feel like you're just gonna go Grit, Reactive into Indomitable, no? Like, I feel like that's so nasty. On who? I mean, you can fucking build it on anyone, bro. Anyone, like, literally...
Thanks, loves.
And, like, I feel like Grit is just so good for, like, Paige in lane. Because she buys Guardian Ward anyway. So after first lane, you just buy Grit. And then just fucking trade with Grit and her shield, her plot armor. And you just pummel people, no? So overall, Sinclair's gonna be broken. Yamato's gonna be broken. Talon's gonna be even better. And Apollo's killed. W. Okay, but did you see this? Mina art. Oh, wow. Interesting.